analysis is. Fundamental analysis is one of the important approaches to analyze and evaluate the intrinsic value of a particular security. In this video, under fundamental analysis, we are going to discuss the horizontal, vertical, and risk analysis. In addition, we have analyzed our main company, Gamuda Berhad, and its senior auditor, GM Corporation Berhad, to determine which of the two companies has the best financial performance in terms of ratio and risk analysis. At the end of this session, we will be knowing whether to invest in Gamuda or Aiziel.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Amira Natasha binti Zamzuri. Now I'm going to explain about the horizontal analysis for Gamuda Berhad in liquidity ratio. Based on the graph above, it shows the increasing from year to year for each ratio. For the current ratio and Q ratio, the higher it is, the better the company liquidity. However, for the net working capital, it is better when the value is positive. Thus, Gamuda can meet its obligation due to every ratio is more than 1. And to conclude, we as an investor would buy the Gamuda Berhad stock because of its performance shows an increase and the company also able to pay its creditor on time.
Hi, I am Nur Amirah Adzman and I to sell inventories, average collection period, average payment period, inventory turnover, fixed asset turnover, and total asset turnover. For days to sell inventories in the 2019 shows the good performance compared to the year 2020 and 2021. For ACP, 2019 is the lowest compared to 2020, but in 2021, it shows little change. APP for Gamuda Berhad shows a slight increase for this year, 3 years to pay off their debt. For income of Gamuda Berhad has decreased year by year from 2019 to 2021, and it shows a bad sign since they hold too much inventories. Next, Tato for 2019 was the highest, slowly shown a decreasing for the next year. And lastly is Tato. For 2019, Tato for this company was not good because less than 1 and it kept decreasing year by year.
Horizontal analysis, as you can see in the chart above, it shows the ratio of Gamuda Berhad that consists of debt ratio, debt to equity ratio, we conclude that the company is using too many debts rather than equities as a source of financing, and the company is quite risky as well. In conclusion,
Profitability ratio consists of gross profit margin, operating profit margin, net profit margin, liquidity, and return on asset. For gross profit, as we can see, there is an increment from 2019 until 2021. Other than that, the operating profit margin in 2019 and to 2020 is decreasing, but in 2020 to 2021, the operating profit margin increased back. This is show that in 2020, Gamuda Berhad is spending too much money on operating costs. Besides that, the net profit margin and payment is the same pattern as the operating profit margin, which decreasing from 2019 to 2020 and increased back in 2020 to 2021. For the return on equity, the pattern is the same as OPM and NPM, which decreased from 2019 to 2020 and increased back to 2021. Meanwhile, in return on asset ROA, you can see in the year 2019 until 2021, Gamuda Berhad constantly decreased. Overall, the profitability ratio performance of Gamuda Berhad over 3 years is not quite good, but consider it's also the case since Gamuda Berhad GPM, OPM, NPN, and ROE started to increase from 2020 to 2021, which is a good sign. As for ROA, even it's decreasing, but there's only slight increment from 2020 to 2021. To summarize, we as an investor will buy the Gamuda Berhad stock due its performance showing an increment. This is show the company was able to get more profit better than before.
In vertical analysis shows the comparison between Gamuda Berhad and IGM Corporation Berhad. The graph above shows both companies achieve its higher ratio and able to meet its current obligation. However, IGM is most favorable due to it have highest ratio. In the current ratio, we can see both are more than 1 for its current assets, and this shows that both companies can cover its warranty of their current liabilities. Besides, for the quick ratio, Gamuda Berhad shows the highest ratio. For the net working capital, we can see both companies shows a good performance. However, IGM showing the highest net working capital. These two companies have a positive net working capital that the company is liquid and able to pay for the short-term obligation. But we as an investor would choose IGM Corporation Berhad to be invested in due to it is more efficient in paying in the short-term obligations.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I'm Ahmad Hazim bin Ahmad Zamzuri. For my part, I will explain about activity ratios in vertical analysis. Activity ratios indicate the efficiency of a business on how it uses assets such as inventories, accounts receivable, and fixed assets. As you can see on the chart above, there are three ratios in favor of Gamuda, which are days to sell inventories, inventory turnover, and fixed asset turnover, while the other three ratios are in favor of IGN, which are average collection period, average payment period, and total asset turnover. However, if I am an investor, I would prefer to invest in Gamuda Berhad because the company performs better in terms of daily sale of its inventories compared to the IGN Corporation Berhad.
For vertical analysis, based on the chart above, under leverage ratio, low ratio is preferable except for time interest earned, high ratio is better. Therefore, as an investor, we would prefer to invest in Gamuda Berhad rather than IGN Corporation Berhad, since the leverage ratio of Gamuda are quite performing well. This is because of the debt management efficiency implemented by Gamuda Berhad.
For vertical analysis, this is able to show a comparison of profitability ratio between Gamuda Berhad and IGN Corporation Berhad in 2021. As you can see in the table, Gamuda Berhad win over IGN Corporation Berhad in gross profit margin, net profit margin, and return on equity. On the other hand, IGN Corporation Berhad win over Gamuda Berhad in operating profit margin and return on asset. In conclusion, as an investor, I would prefer to invest in Gamuda Berhad rather than IGN Corporation Berhad, since Gamuda Berhad lead in GPM, LPN, and ROE. As a result, the net profit margin is the most important measurement, since it reveals how much profit a company get from a sale income after all expenses are deducted. This shows that Gamuda Berhad has a better potential than IGN Corporation Berhad.
For risk analysis, as you can see in the table above, Gamuda's average return of 0.0688 is higher than KLCI of negative 0.0069. In terms of risk measurement, a widely used relative measure of risk is the coefficient of variation CV. As figures stated above, Gamuda has a positive CV of 33.4675 compared to negative value of KLCI, which is negative 1.9111. As for the risk, the positive value of variance, which is 0.8430, indicates positive correlation, which means that returns for Gamuda and KLCI move together in a completely linear manner. For IGM, the company's average return of 0.0483 is higher than KLCI, which is negative 0.0069. In terms of risk measurement, coefficient of variation CV, IGM has a positive CV of 50.0657 compared to the negative value of KLCI, which is negative 123.9111. Last but not least, the positive value of variance, which is 0.7575, indicates positive correlations, which means that returns for IGM and KLCI move together in a completely linear manner. In conclusion, Gamuda and IGM are undervalued stock. However, as a value investor, we have to make an investment decision mostly about which company is good to invest in. Thus, Gamuda Berhad is the best company to invest in because the value of CV for Gamuda is lower than IGM. A lower ratio for CV suggests a more favorable trade-off between risk and return. Therefore, we will purchase Gamuda stock.
In conclusion, as an investor, we would invest in Gamuda Berhad. This is because if we look on the calculation for its ratio, Gamuda showing a good performance from year to year, and for the company net profit margin, it shows that Gamuda has a better profit that it gets from the sales of income after the expenses has been deducted. For the risk analysis, it also shows that Gamuda coefficient of variation or CV is lower than IGM. Overall, Gamuda Berhad gave a good result in the fundamental analysis rather than IGM. Technical analysis is a method to analyze the securities by studying the statistics generated by the market activities such as past prices and volume. The goal in technical analysis is to identify the market patterns that have occurred frequently enough in the past to be considered trustworthy predictors of future price levels. Besides, it is frequently used to create a short-term trading signal by using a bearish charting tool, and for the bullish trend, it indicates that the market pushing for a buy. While for the bearish trend, it indicates that the market is selling.
This is the performance chart between Gamuda and FIN82 KLCI. As you can see, in short term from 1st December 2021 until 30 December 2021, FIN82 KLCI performed way more better than Gamuda, even though the blue line, which represents as FIN82 KLCI, was under the normal line but slowly recovered until able to make it in positive value at the end of December. For intermediate terms, in early of October 2021, Gamuda shows a good performance and reached its peak at the middle of October because of Gamuda has signed a memorandum of understanding with Schneider Electric. But on 1st November, showed that Gamuda performance slowly declining due to a few factors. Top and resistance was shown at the chart above. For short term, start from 1st December 2021 until 30 December 2021, it showed a bullish trend because the price has broken the resistance line and continued to rise afterward. While for intermediate terms in 90 days, the chart shows bearish trend. This is a sell signal. However, in the middle of December, the price completely broke the downtrend line with a long white candle.
Simple moving average is a technical indicator that can help determine whether or not a bull or bear trend will be continue or reverse. This is one of the most often used technical indicator among investors seeking for a great growth stock and stock in the 50-day moving average. Based on the intermediate analysis for Gamuda Berhad above, there is only one sell signal that has been spotted in early November 2021. As we can see, in early November 2021, Gamuda Berhad closing prices already crossed below 50-day SMA line, which we can conclude this as a sell signal. One of the following day, the price tried to cross above 50-day SMA line twice, but failed and the price drastically decreased, touching the supporting line. For the 20-day SMA or short-term analysis for Gamuda Berhad, there is one sell signal and one buy signal to be spotted. The sell signal was spotted in early December 2021 when Gamuda Berhad closing price crossed below 20-day SMA line. At the end of the December 2021, we spot a buy signal which when the closing price crossed above the 20, since based on both 20 and 50 days, we can clearly see that there is a sell signal in early December 2021 in 30 days SMA and early November 2021 in 50 days SMA. This can be seen where the price is moving below the moving average. As a result, the investor should sell the stock right now before the stock becomes bearish in the future.
For technical analysis for Gamuda by using an indicator, as a short-term investor, we will buy the Gamuda stock at the end of December 2021. This is due to a buy signal generated in the MACD indicator. At the same time, the price is also in the bullish price channel where we can trade within the channel as long as the price does not break below the support level.
Next, we measure the chart by using the RSI indicator. As you can see on the chart above, at the end of December 2021, it shows that the indicator is still in good shape because it has not reached the upward line yet. Besides, if you look closely at the chart, the price is also on the bullish price channel, which indicates the stock needs to be bought. Hence, as a short-term investor, we will buy the Gamuda stock because of its good performance.
Next is rate of change. ROC is an indicator that measures the percentage change of the current price as compared to the price a certain number of periods ago. The chart above shows the short-term analysis and the intermediate analysis for Gamuda Berhad. For the short-term analysis, it starts from 29 November until 29 December 2021. There are two buy signals and two sell signals, where the buy signal starts at early December and at the end of November, while the sell signal is at the mid of December. For the intermediate analysis, it starts from 17 September until 29 December 2021. At the early of October, the ROC has crosses above the zero line, showing a buy signal. At the same time, the price was at the support where enough demand existed to push up the stock price to be the higher. However, at the end of October, the ROC has crosses below the zero line, showing a sell signal where the price was at resistance level and showing the bearish trend indicates the selling pressure was high at the time. This means that the seller was volatile in this market at that time, makes the price to drop. Thus, this is a good time to sell the stock.
Stochastic oscillator is a technical momentum indicator that compares the security's closing price to its price range over a given time period. For the chart above, in short term, which consists 30 days, there are two buy signals start from 29 November 2021 until 29 December 2021 due to the K line crosses the D line in the opposite range, which is below 20%. For intermediate terms, in 90 days, it shows there is a buy signal at early of September and sell signal at the middle of October.
So on the chart above, we can see from October to yearly December 2021, the performance between IGM and FBM KLCI does not fluctuate too much, but both of them are still in low percentage. This is because of economic factors such as COVID-19 that put our country in a bad shape, which also affect the market in Malaysia. However, if you look at 14 December 2021, IGM's performance became worse than before due to their small dividend payment to investors, even though their company has a high profit, and the company keeps making a share purchase in order to improve its financial statement, but it has risk where it could make the stock price fall after buyback. In conclusion, the IGM is underperforming the market. According to the chart above, for the short-term trend, it shows a bearish trend from November to December 2021. While for the intermediate term, it shows a bearish channel pattern from the middle of September to December 2021. This situation is formed because the price has broken the support line and continues to fall afterward. However, if you look closely at the chart, the breakaway gap occurred on 14 December 2021. This situation may happen because of the company keeps making a share repurchase in order to improve its financial statement, but it has a high risk where it could make the stock price fall after buyback.
So this is 50-day SMA for IGM Corporation. As you can clearly see, there's 3 sales signals in early November, late November, and the middle of December. This is because of the closing price cross the 50-day SMA line. So for 20 days SMA, we have 2 sell signal and 1 buy signal. As you can see, the sell signal in late September and a buy signal in early October and the sell signal in early November. In conclusion, after observing the formation in 20 days and 15 days SMA, I would suggest an investor to sell their position since the price might be reached more in the future.
By using MACD indicator, according to the last day's closing price on 13 December 2031, we would strongly sell the stock due to the sell signals generated in the MACD. The downward momentum is going stronger in November, December, which indicates a strong selling pressure by traders.
Next, for the chart of IGM, we use the RSI indicator to determine its performance. As you can see on the chart above, at the end of December 2021, it shows that the indicator is in bad shape because it stayed below the oversold line. Besides, if we look at the chart closely, the price is also on a bearish trend, which indicates the stock needs to be sold immediately in order to cut loss. Hence, as a short-term investor, we will sell the IGM stock because of its bad performance.
The chart above shows the short-term analysis and intermediate analysis for IGM. For the short-term analysis, it starts from 8 November until 13 December 2021, and for the intermediate analysis, it starts from 9 September until 13 December 2021. For the intermediate analysis, we can see the ROC has crossed below the zero line, which indicates the sell signal where it shows a bearish trend in the market price. As for the short-term analysis, there is no signal for buying because ROC still have a negative volume, and below the zero line means it's still in the bearish trend as stated on the price. This is a bit risky if the investors jump into the market to make the profit at the time.
Lastly, stochastic oscillators of IGM Corporation Berhad in the short-term period starting from 8 November 2021 until 13 December 2021, 2 buy signals was founded, which is early of November and December 2021, while in intermediate term, which ran from 9 September until 13 December 2021, there was a buy signal in early of October and 2 sell signals appeared in early of September 2021 and middle of October 2021. Based on technical analysis, it will be the best if investor buy the stock of Gamuda Berhad since the buy signals are greater than the sell signals, while for IGM Corporation Berhad, it is recommended to sell. Overall, Gamuda Berhad have a good result in the technical analysis compared to IGM Corporation Berhad.
As for conclusion and recommendation, after observing fundamental analysis and technical analysis, I would suggest an investor to invest in Gamuda Berhad due to excellent performance on both analysis. We can Gamuda has a higher net profit margin. It shows that Gamuda has a better profit than it get from the sales of income after the expense, which most investor will be interested in. Other than that, in risk analysis, we can see that Gamuda Berhad coefficient of variation or CV is lower than IGM, so that we can minimize our investment risk to earn a reasonable return. In technical analysis, we spot that Gamuda Berhad has a higher buy signal than sell signal, which means Gamuda Berhad is an uptrend pattern. Compared with IGM compression Berhad, we have seen a lot of sell signal during analyzing the chart.
Can you please show us your PowerPoint, please?
Okay. I go first, eh? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Go to your activity ratio. Comparison. Okay. Why both companies take more than 1 year to sell the inventory?
Okay, madam. Based on my research, the Gamuda and IGM show days to sell to quite high because the construction sector has a quite price of the project. So that the people quite difficult for example the house. In year 2021 also, our country also has a problem with COVID-19 pandemic. So in construction sector, it's quite difficult to sell their inventories because of the problem of the COVID-19.
How about average collection periods under Gamuda?
Average collection period at Gamuda.
Yes, Gamuda takes 300 above to collect the account to clear the account receivable, right? So why
Yes.
is it?
Based on I look at the annual report, it says that maybe the Gamuda
Okay.
Nakilah Amy akan tidur mati Jumaat Sabtu, okay?
So itu confirm. Sampai ke petang kita nak dekat maghrib.
Tapi tak apa. Settle.
Kena pulun
Okay.
untuk buat report.
Danish, apa dia tadi? Ulang.
I'm not quite sure because of what, but maybe the Gamuda has problem inside the corporation.
Alright, it's okay. Thank you. Madam Tika?
Can you, I just want to ask you, did you do the regression analysis? Mana? Where is it?
Yes. Kamu.
That chart change, change. X variable one line feed plot, semua sama. It should be KL, CI versus what stock?
Gamuda.
You should put the yes,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Oh, madam. My bad.
It's okay.
Okay, can
Gamuda.
you please explain to me what does it mean by R squared 0.1838?
Sorry, madam?
Plus, what do you understand by R squared 0.1838%? There, 0.1838.
R square, madam eh. I have no idea about R square, but I know about intercept and X variable, madam. Alpha and beta.
I want to call one Karomiyah, okay?
Oh my.
Okay, what is mean by R squared 0.184? Huh?
R square.
Observe data.
Yeah, so ilmu, lagi ilmu.
So basically, the higher R square indicates a better fits for the model.
Now, in terms of the relationship between index and Gamuda, we want to hear that one. Bang Karomiyah, hello, Karomiyah. Guru hara atas
on the
dunia.
spot.
You got A kan, QMT. Ha. Anyone? If you go higher kan, you masuk degree ke, master ke, PhD, inilah soalan yang selalu kena tanya. Looking at R square, betul tak Brenda Akila?
Ada juga kena buat benda ni.
But this one is only one variable. Degree, more variables.
Yes.
Can you please explain to us what do we understand by that R square 0.184? The purpose of the FIN82 bukanlah nak cari you punya salah, you know. We want to know whether you actually absorb, what you have learned from semester 1 till semester 5. That's the purpose of the project paper. Itu saja. Ni 181 ni apa cerita? So, R squared, it shows what? It shows the strength of the relationship between the index and Gamuda. What is it?
Senang ke ni? Faham tak apa matematika bagi tahu?
Maksudnya apa? Ammar, I don't know. Amirah? I have no idea. Danish? Aiziel? Seorang lagi Pak Amira Natasha ke? Seorang lagi?
Amira Natasha.
What is it? R squared kecil, rendah. It means weak relationship lah. Understand? Faham tak? Index. The index tu, KLCI tu, dia punya relationship dengan stock tu tak strong mana lah. Right? Kalau dia punya R squared tu like say 90, very strong. Understand? Faham tak? If you naik higher, maksudnya if you look like this, meaning there are more variables, bukan setakat index. We have impact on the stock price. What are other variables? For example, you have learned this in FIN348. I korek habis semua benda yang you dah belajar. FIN348.
Variance.
In FIN348, what are other variables that have impact on your stock return? Ada penat lah. Penat lah FIN348. Ada penat. What is it?
Return, stock return.
Yes, chapter 6. Chapter 6 of FIN348. What is it? What are other macroeconomic variables? Lagi senang. That have impact on the stock price. Give me.
Macroeconomic variable.
Letih lah. Tak kira I letih aja. Bagilah a few.
Inflation risk, inflation rate.
Yes.
Interest rate. Itu interest rate and inflation rate, GDP semua tu impact besar. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. You remember, you go back to your chapter 1, Economic Analysis Malaysia. Ada unsur apa? GDP kan?
Yeah.
Kalau GDP tu positif, tinggi GDP, our expectation, the demand for the product yang dikeluarkan oleh Gamuda and AGM, the construction sector akan naik. Betul?
Betul.
You only belajar. Guana penat aku mengajar. Hubungan dia positive relationship. But if like say the inflation, dia hubungan dia sebab inflation you belajar in economy ECO 211 because bila inflation harga barang tinggi orang tak terkejar, right? ECO 211. I see. Kalau presentation dengan I memang I korek 348 ECO 211 everything. Sebab this paper comprise everything that you have learned. That's why you belajar from semester 1 pun you dah belajar. Semester 2. Everything. Dia masuk everything in the project paper. So mesti make sure in next degree, make sure you have connect what you have learned in your diploma level from chapter semester 1 until semester 5 so that when you degree you will more. Boleh tak? You tanya Puan Akilah, betul tak when you buat diploma investment analysis masuk degree lagi senang?
Sangat senang. Benda yang sama, repeat the same thing. Nanti benda ni jangan hilangkan pula. Dia akan buat balik ni nanti.
Understand tak?
Very understand.
Aiziel? Budak-budak ni. Betul. You buat tak KPM?
Buat madam.
Buat KPM? Buat KPM, okay. Lepas tu plotkan tak you punya graf?
Plot. Lagi kanan. Lagi.
Oh, kanan lagi. Okay.
Lagi.
Ni
You campur semua your ratio analysis. You know, your regression analysis is for forecasting. But if you masuk lagi dalam betul? forecasting lagi dahsyat. You know, sebab you hanya diploma level, but even though you are doing diploma, what I said, your program is actually adalah untuk memenuhi dasar ekonomi baru, DEB. Because dalam market kurang Chinese. Yang pada understand? Last time I remember the KSPP MOF dia nak cari dia correct all his PTD dia dalam tak ada. Faham tak? So you need to go, boleh minta masuk dalam tu. You know, behind of all the program. Siapa yang berada di belakang KWSP? Siapa yang berada di belakang tabung haji? You lah. Apa lagi? Betul? Itu kerja you. Kerja you masuk dalam industri, work there. You jaga rumah punya wealth. Understand? So this is part of learning. Masuk Liquidity College more. So that you can ganti replace all these people dekat KWSP, dekat PNB, dekat SOSO, all those places. Walaupun sekarang orang melompat marah-marah tak betul 10,000 daripada KWSP. Because these people that on the retirement, dia different tau KWSP and pencen. Understand tak? Kalau you keluar, asyik keluar kau, mana doesn't mean you pencen at 55, you akan mati umur you 60. Dr. Muhamad tu pun dia mati. Umur berapa? Dia mati pun belum tau. 90 over. So you have to think about that's finance. Understand? Finance pun ada tugas bangsa dan agama. Bukan engineering je atau doktor je. No. We have our own. You know? Okay, tak apa.
Presentation please. Amira Natasha and the presentation.
Okay.
Okay, you tangkap gambar nanti send pada kita orang.